show is an 8-episode sitcom. They're longer than average sitcom episodes. They're like half hour, 45-minute, half hour, 30-minute episodes of young Ted and young whatever this guy's name is. We'll look in a second. It's totally set in a different universe to the to the movies, Ted, because the parents are different and all the background stuff is. I think it was Alex Bornstein played. What's the name? Johnny, Marky Mark's mother. Right, and it's and so this is basically translating Ted into a sitcom, and it really fits quite nicely into a sitcom. So you have the traditional sitcom family. You got Ted, the teddy bear, played by motion capture by Seth MacFarlane, and that motion capture is here. Let me see a bit. Ted TV show trailer. Ted TV show trailer, and the realization of that is just fan-freaking-tastic. I have to say, it's far superior than it was on the in the movies, and you can see how much technology has moved on. Right, this teddy bear is very cute and very expressive and very, very funny. Right, it works in many, many, many ways. So you got John, that's the name. So Max Burkholder is young Marky Mark, right? And so, there's a lot of coming of age stuff, trying weed for the first time, renting a porno for the first time, that sort of thing. But again, so then we got Alana Eubach as Susan Bennett, John's impressionable, friendly, easygoing, stay-at-home mother. Really good character, by the way. I think this speaks very well of Seth MacFarlane's character, and I know he's woke as fuck, right? I understand Orville not getting a new series because it went woke, it went broke, right? He lives in Hollywood. What can you do, right? Their minds have been captured by the evil woke mind virus, right? But I really like this character, right? She was a very, very traditional mother and a wonderful character, like genuinely caring about everyone, and just really a very loving character, right? It was a celebration of what's good about family, which I just think good. So Scott Grimes, and you'll see just about everybody works on the Orville's working on this in one way or another. Scott Grimes plays Matty Bennett, that's John's father. Vietnam veteran, Republican. So yeah, he's the bad guy, but still he's a good guy I like as well. And the thing that really pushes us into sitcom territory is Blair Bennett. They're very liberal, very modern. Like when I say modern, 2024 modern. This is set in '93. Was it niece who's living with them, right? There is clashes between her and Scott Grimes. I wouldn't push it through to the category of woke lecturing. It really isn't. I don't like that they made Blair, the niece that lives with them, sexually fluid. That's just like nobody was sexually fucking fluid in it. You're either gay or you're straight. Like back in '93, that was back in the good old days when you only had two types of porn. Yeah, boy-girl porn and boy-girl porn, right? Nothing else. Oh, yeah, girl porn as well. But, there was no, women taking a shit on a vacuum cleaner, right? Or what? Just the weird shit that's around today. Is this worth getting, because it's only 7 episodes, a subscription to what's it called again? Peacock Network. I would say if you haven't seen Strange New Worlds, was it Brave New World? Then yes, it's worth a 1-month subscription to watch both. I think Brave New World was one of the best things that's been out in the last several years. Not a faithful adaptation of the book, but I think it actually says what the book wanted to say in a modern way quite well, right? So again, the whole series was directed by Seth MacFarlane as well. Fine. So after episode 1 is basically Ted is you set up the family, you get to meet all the characters, and Ted, rather than staying at home, is decided that he needs to start going to school with John. And you know, it's basically him getting in, you know, into the school world, and you have conflict between Scott Grimes, Matty, and Blair. And again, this was a really great moment, I think, for the mother character. Who's the mother called again? Alana Ubach, right? Playing Susan Bennett, right? Where she's like, but she's family. You can't throw her out, right? And I just love that. Traditional morality, right? It was very nice. Also, it's about John and Ted getting into weed for the first time, so that was quite good. My Two Dads I thought it was a really clever little episode. It's Ted and John are being bullied by this guy, and they find out his dad is absent, right? Is a what's the word? Absentee father, right? So they to mess with him, they start telling him, they call him and they pretend it's his father. But then they see how he starts doing better in life, right? And they start to get pride, as you say, schlepp nachas, right? He starts to see pride in what his in what their faux son is doing, right? And I really kind of, again, I did like that. I felt this was a nice and uplifting idea with dirty jokes. Really worked. But the weakest episode is episode 3, ejectile dysfunction. John wants to rent his first porno, right? And so there's that going on. And you got his mother like not really understanding what you know the male sexuality, but generally speaking, quite all these ones are good, right? Because again, Seth MacFarlane playing Ted is always watchable. I need to tell you, he really is. Subways, bicycles, automobiles. There's payback for taking the fall. In the previous episode, Blair forces Ted to be her designated driver on Halloween. Halloween episode, was it kind of cool? It's kind of nice to see Blair in a sexy skin-tight catsuit. Other than that, it's as good as all the episode. They do a Christmas. I was definitely thinking Susan. Blair believes that Matty and Susan marriage is unhealthy, given the latter's propensity to talk to her, to walk all over her, and insists they undergo marriage counselling. After Matty walks out, professional counsellor. So Ted becomes the counsellor in this one. And again, it was funny. Everything works out in the end. Loud Night is a Christmas episode, very, very Christmassy, and I think quite representative of 1990s Christmas. Blair's friend Sarah decides to stay with the Bennetts due to a cancelled flight. When she's a friend, she's actually her lover. Again, causes tension. And again, it's the mother character that brings everyone together, but Ted, as I said, adorable all the way through. And another relatively weak episode is John trying to lose his virginity. And I can't even remember if he does at the end or not. I was just kind of like bored with it. And the episode is they end up with the Thunderbirds song, right? They're from the first episode. Let's look at the trailer. Again, I found this entertaining. Is it worth whatever it is for a subscription? On this alone, I would say no.
Hey, Johnny, how bad is school gonna suck?
You're not gonna like it.
How bad?
Well, it's like getting your nuts smashed together so hard they become just one nut.
Holy shit.
You should be going to school every day with John.
No, thanks.
You might have fun.
Hey, look at the special the realization of it. It's absolutely remarkable, right? It really is. Let's go back there.
No, I would not have fun. I guard the house when you guys are out.
What happened to the TV?
It was an accident.
You're going to school and you're gonna grow a fucking brain.
Oh, come on!
If I get drunk,
Well, I know I'm gonna be.
Hey, dork, you bringing your dolls to school?
It's the 90s. Times are changing.
Sexual education. Let's start with masturbation.
If you're going to assign homework, Johnny already did it this morning.
Hey, shut the fuck up, dude. I haven't smoked, I haven't had sex, I haven't had a girlfriend. I'm gonna lose it.
You and me have been best friends like our whole lives. We're about to get high for the first time. Can we have drugs, please? Let's do this right. Oh, man.
Can you guys believe we're like having an experience and experiencing reality?
Is there a fucking gas leak or something?
Oh, I'm trying to download the next thing. It's not going. That's so annoying. Try again. Hang on. Yeah, let's go back to playing this.
Nice costume, fuckface.
It's possible that the two of you might not be total screw-ups.
Take a long look. This is what life is.
Yeah, again, I think this is quite a good representation of of this show, right? I think it's actually carrying it over quite well. I'm trying to find a different YouTube downloader, right? Because again, I can't really recommend this as a on the strength of this show to get a subscription to what's it called again? Peacock Network, right? It's hard to recommend this. But still, it's not bad either.
Holy shit, Teddy, I'm the last virgin in school.
We can fix this. We gotta find a buyer. Fresh penis! Get your fresh penis here!
Teddy, Jesus Christ!
Still has that new penis smell.
Will you shut up?
All right, I'm just trying to help.
Generally speaking, I found this enjoyable and pleasant, right? Enjoyable and pleasant. What oh, man, this still didn't unload. Here, 1 second. Let's try. We'll try this video download. Let's see if this one works. Doink. So again, if you haven't seen Strange New World, I'm trying to pull out a trailer of it because it is remarkably good, right? It is. Oh, here we go. It's remarkably good. I recently started. Rewatching this because I had a new streaming app, right? That was stream stuff from my computer, and I forgot how good it is. Right? It is such an indictment. And this is from a few years ago, but it's such an indictment on social media culture, right? TikTok culture, Twitter culture at the time, right? Yeah, doink. Oh, and it does have the insanely hot woman in it from Downton Abbey.
This is New London. Everyone's happy here. Everyone has a place. There's no hunger, no violence.
There's no pain there, John.
Now, that was Alden Ehrenreich, who played Solo. I would recommend you watch the movies. What movie was it? That was really good. Coen Brothers movie. What was that one? Hang on. Coen Brothers movies. It was a recent one, right? Not Miller's Crossing. This is annoying. Yeah, looking up their filmography. It was a recent one. Hell Caesar, right? Hell Caesar. He's great in that. And also he was very good in what else? What else was it? In this, right? He was really, really good in this.
No pain there, John. Everyone fits.
Oh, Demi Moore as well. Fantastic.
I've always wanted that for you.
So essentially, if you don't know the story of A Brave New World, it's a completely genetically engineered society from top to bottom, right? And AI has essentially developed this society to be self-sustaining. And the way they do it is by removing any meaning from life, right? And here, do I have the opening second of it? Because that really it was written by Grant Morrison, I think. But that really sets out the ethos of where is this? Of the show. And for me, I found it fascinating, right? I found it genuinely fascinating. Brave New World, doink. Oh, they're NKV files. They won't play. That's a bummer. Wait, we'll go back to this.
I'm home now. You just need to embrace this place and let it be wonderful.
Hey.
All you have to.
So it's really interesting because society is very much controlled by Soma, this recreational drug that they've given every day and they take it all day, right? And again, I find a lot of parallels in the legalization of weed. Don't get me wrong, I have no problem with weed. Actually, don't do drugs, kids. But if you do, it's pretty awesome. You know, it's yeah. Again, the vacuous emptiness of it is so well put together. So essentially, you have 4 different classes of people. You've got the alphas, you got the betas, you got the gammas, and you have the epsilons. The epsilons do the work. Alphas are in charge, or are they? Right? It's more of an equation, and you can see how this is how an AI would think. It's an equation that balances things without order, social order breaking down.
Do is connect. Everyone belongs to everyone else. We're never
and there's lots of rampant sex in it.
We're alone here. Everyone's connected.
You know, I've been watching you people. But this place is so perfect.
Oh, and so the basic plot is you have a savage from outside their perfect world gets introduced into it, which is like a critique on it.
Why is it upside down? There was a disruption.
I just can't seem to get back to myself. A virus enters a cell, turning the body against itself. We need to stop this before this goes too far.
And the cast is just uniformly excellent. This is worth... How much does Peacock Network cost, right? Let's have a look. Peacock Network. Unless they have it on... for international customers. How much is it? Peacock Network cost. Well, there's a free trial. Even do that. So it's Peacock sort of $6 a month for that's I guess you get access to it, or Premium Plus is $12 a month. It is so worth $6. I will say $10 on its own is worth $6.
We're at the beginning of something. Something necessary.
Yeah, honestly, I found it like a really great, interesting, epic story with hard sci-fi. I loved it, right? I absolutely loved it. Oh, it's on Amazon Prime? Okay, good.
If you're not happy, you're nothing at all.
Although I generally speaking like adaptations of Brave New World. My name's Tzvi Lebetkin, the Rabbi from another planet. Please like, share, and subscribe, and ring that little bell. Ring the little bell so you're notified when new videos drop.